Jack Catterall is going to get his much anticipated rematch versus Josh Taylor. If you guys did not see the first fight, Josh Taylor barely escaped with a gift decision. I thought Catterall won that fight 114-111. Josh Taylor was dropped for the first time in his career in that fight. Josh Taylor, I think he lost, the first 6 or 7 rounds. I don't remember that fight extremely clear. It was at the beginning of the year. I think it was in the tail end of January, beginning of February. But they will square off again in Glasgow, Scotland. In November 26, Josh Taylor will defend, most likely, only the WBO, Ring Magazine, and Lineal titles when they do fight. The first time they fought for all 4 titles. And ever since then, Josh Taylor has vacated the WBC and WBA and is expected to vacate the IBF very soon, according to this Boxing Scene article. There has been no official announcement yet, but Boxing Scene says that the fight is likely to take place November 26 in Scotland. Now, my question is for Jack Catterall, what's the point of fighting Josh Taylor again if it's going to be in Scotland? If I'm not mistaken, the first fight was in Scotland, and that's where you got robbed in many people's eyes. A lot of people, including me, thought that you easily won that fight. You cruised through the first 7 rounds, you dropped him round 8, and then he got a semi-comeback in the last 4 rounds, but still, a lot of people had you winning 8 or 9 rounds in that fight. Wasn't a close fight, very one-sided fight. All Josh Taylor did was try to clinch and make it how he usually fights. Josh Taylor, for the longest time, he's been called as a pound-for-pound fighter, but all he does is weight bully. He's never actually shown pure skill. He's never boxed the guy. He's never jab, move around the ring, land the right hand, do Lomachenko type angles, the same angles that Bam Rodriguez shows. No, he doesn't do that. He's just a better version of Jarrett Hurt, if you guys know what I mean. And we saw how Jarrett Hurt met his Julian Williams. Josh Taylor met his Adam Catterall. Or is it Adam Catterall or Jack Catterall? Josh Taylor met, I think, Jack Catterall. Yeah, Jack Catterall. He met that guy. He met his Julian Williams. And he got outboxed. He was dropped. It was one-sided, but it was in Glasgow. It was in Scotland. He was never going to get that decision. Now, fighting again in Scotland, maybe because there was a lot of controversy about the first fight, they might judge it fairly this time, but I want to be so sure. I'm just surprised why Catterall didn't say, you know what, let's fight. Let's fight in London, man. Let's fight in Manchester. Let's fight in Dublin. Let's fight anywhere. Anywhere. Let's fight in Belfast, in North Ireland. If you don't want to fight in England or Scotland, let's fight in Wales. They can fight anywhere neutral in the United Kingdom. They can fight in neighboring Ireland, Dublin. They can fight there. But they're going to fight against Scotland. And even if it's a close fight, let's say Josh Taylor this time wins 6 rounds, it's a draw. Josh Taylor's obviously going to get that decision instead of it being a draw. Now, Josh Taylor, how is he going to make weight again? Most boxing fans know that Josh Taylor has been struggling to make weight for a minute. And he was about to move up to 147. He even tried to make this fight at 143 at a catchweight. But it's going to be for his lineal title and whatever titles he has left by the time they square off. He has already vacated WBC and WBA, as already said. And he's expected to vacate the IBF very soon. So, I don't know. How is he going to make weight? What adjustments is he going to make? Is he just going to start quicker? I don't know. Because when he did try to open up, he got dropped in the first fight. Jack Catterall, better this time when he fights, he better take the Dimitri Bivol approach. Expect, even if you win the first 4 rounds, they give it all to Taylor. Just put down your brain. The first 4 rounds, no matter what happens, they're going to give it to Taylor. Let me win 7 of the last 8, which Bivol did. He won every round other than round 9. I had the fight 11 rounds to 1 for Bivol, 119-109. So Catterall needs to put up that type of performance. This isn't a George Kambosos scenario when Teofimo Lopez, left his promoter, went through a purse bid, refused to take the offer his promoter gave him, and he lost a close fight on the zone. If that fight was on ESPN, Teofimo Lopez would have walked out with his belts. Now, Jack Catterall needs to go in to the Dimitri Bivol approach. Now, Dimitri Bivol, let's say they rematch and he wins the 8-4, 9-3 type fight, they're probably still going to give it to him because now he has a much bigger fan base, and we've already seen him beat Canelo Alvarez. That's my take about this. I'd love to hear your take in the comment section below. Like and subscribe and enjoy the video. And Sadiq Boxing out.